Good afternoon, it's time. It's time for yet another NFL Bucky's Mill Day. This is your host, Mike C. And of course, start the show, as always, it's Bucky. Say hi, Bucky. Bucky says hi. An interesting show today. Some good, some not so good. We're going to start out Bucky's Mill Day. Last week did 8, which is, I think, twice as better as last week, was fine. So that's good. I don't know where to start, Bucky. Well, let's start with the worst at first. We lost 2 icons last week, and when the first one passed, was not, I would say, an icon. I thought, well, is there going to be 2 more? Because a lot of times it happens in 3. It actually happens in 4 this week. But I focused on 3. And, well, Jamal Warner was the last, actually the week before. But this week we lost Ozzy Osbourne, the Prince of Darkness. Very talented, very troubled man, I guess. Of course, he was married to Sharon Osbourne. And a lot of controversy. Prince of Darkness right there. What does that tell you? We had some great songs with Black Sabbath. I only listed 3, but I think they're the 3 best ones. I've got Crazy Train. Where are the other ones? Oh, Mama, I'm Coming Home. Great song. Totally different song than... I believe that was his last song he ever performed in a live venue. And, of course, the theme to Iron Man, which the Road Warriors used as their theme song. And he had other songs, too. Just great songs. Very talented band. And, controversy followed him. Did he bite the bat? The head off the bat, things like that, just all that stuff. And but we honor him in his music and his talent, and he will be lost. The other one, very difficult, I think happened the next day, I believe. Hulk Hogan passed away. If there's a Mount Rushmore, he will be on it. Great talent, great ambassador to wrestling. A lot of these guys and women would not be here today if it weren't for him. He blew up the industry. And the story I've told before, I will tell one more time. I never got to see Hogan in person. One time in Minneapolis, he was scheduled to appear. I don't remember if it was in the NWO days or the WCW. I'm not sure exactly what the or WWE F at the time. I can't remember exactly. But he was scheduled to perform, and he had car trouble, I believe, or something wrong with the travel, and could not make it. And that's the only time he was ever available for me to see him. So that's a tough one. I would have liked to have seen him, but there's other ones I never saw. I got a chance to see either. So, but he was 71, had a heart attack, and he was sick for a while, and just larger than life. And man, tons of great memories and well wishes. On SmackDown, I think it was a 10-minute tribute to him. They could have given 10 hours, and it wouldn't have been enough. But yeah, just about everyone has him to thank for being there today and throughout his career. And one of the greatest heel turns ever. Just a phenomenal talent, and bigger than life. And So, rest in peace, Hulk, and condolences to his family and, of course, Ozzy's family. Okay, let's move on, Bucky, because that's getting depressing. We've got a birthday today, Bucky. Actually, I think it was a few days ago. Happy U of W, excuse me. 177th birthday for Bucky and University of Wisconsin. So that's incredible. It's one of the older, not the oldest, but it's one of the older universities, I believe. And so congratulations to them. What else? Oh, yeah, a few other things. Blackhawks news. They signed a goalie on a 2-year contract. Arvid Soderblom, I believe I pronounce it. So congratulations for that. The Hawks are, making some moves. And not sure if they'll make the playoffs this year, but we'll see. The Reds are 56-50. Doing better than I thought they were. 6.5 games out. The Cubs are in first in their division. So, they're doing better than I thought they would be. We had Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, retired after, I didn't have it down. He's a Super Bowl champ. I think it was, I want to say 10, 12 years, something like that. So we lost the Honey Badger, Bucky, but, life goes on. But first, Bucky, what in the world do you have in front of you? Well, we saw the movie Fantastic Four, First Steps, on Saturday, and Carl and I went to it. We used our free tickets and our free popcorn and free pop, and I'll give you my review. Well, first, Bucky, what do you have in front of you? Well, these are off Pinterest, of course. You got Galactus and the Fantastic Four. You got the entire cast, including Doctor Doom. That's kind of cool. You got Galactus, the World Eater, bigger than life, and you got the picture of the popcorn bucket that was available at most movie theaters. Now, we went there, I think they only had like 5 per movie theater. They were long gone, so they didn't really have a lot of merchandise there. A couple buckets and I think a cup, if I remember right. But I thought it was cool just to show it. $80, there's no way in hell I would have paid that much for that. And I checked secondary markets, it's twice as much, and it'll probably even go up beyond that. But very good. Let's get the review out of the way, Bucky. I think it was a 2-hour movie, so it wasn't too long. It started out a little slow. I'd say the first 10 minutes maybe, it was like, okay, it needed to, get going a little bit. Once it got going, it was very good. The visuals are very good. The cast, I thought, was very good. The best part of the movie, I thought the best feature was Galactus himself. Bigger than life, obviously. And I'm not going to go into detail on the movie because you're going to see it or you're not. A spoiler. There was 2 spoilers at the end. The one everybody talks about, and the second one, I'm not really sure why that was there. I was like, eh. But overall, it was very good. I give it a 4 out of 5. Carla didn't care for it. She didn't understand a lot of it. She gave it a C. I gave it a B. I wanted to love it. Close. I actually thought Mr. Fantastic wasn't used very much, I thought. The other ones, I thought their talents and their powers and abilities were used and displayed more. But once Galactus got to Earth, that's when the movie really kicked in, and I thought he was great. I mean, he's, not real, of course, but very interesting scene. When he first got there, he bent down and ripped up a handful of trees and smelled them because he either hadn't smelled them before or hadn't smelled them in eons. So that was very telling. That was pretty cool, very poignant. Um, the ending of the movie, a few surprises here and there, tons of Easter eggs, hidden things. I found a few. I went back and checked, previous released videos, and like, oh, I missed that one or something. But yeah, overall, the color, the blue and white was well done. It was made for the '60s, and overall, it was very good. It's doing very well, in the overall, as far as money's taken in, is doing. It's replaced Superman. I still think Superman was slightly better. It's close. It's very close. But the very end there, the spoiler, I won't tell you what it is. I want you, in case you haven't seen the movie, set everything up in advance, and for Avengers Doomsday, and that's not coming out until next year, give or take. Well, not give or take, later on, and then the follow up to that, it's going to be at least 2 years for that. So, but that'll be exciting, and there'll be tons of stuff coming out for that. So I give it a 4 out of 5 or a B. We want to use that. I wanted to love it. I did. I just wanted to love it more. But I knew so much about it. See, that's the problem with movies these days. Or not the movies. So much stuff is done on Facebook and YouTube that a lot of the movies and the scenes you've already seen. Whereas before, you just went there totally blind, and you saw it for the first time. So that's good and bad, but it was well worth it. It was very enjoyable. The theater was very comfortable, and I highly recommend it. Am I going to get it? Probably not. Same with Superman. I'm not going to say no, but we'll see what happens. But I'm very glad I saw it. It's probably the only movies we'll see this year. But yeah, so it was fun. It was very entertaining, and I'm very glad I went to it. I think that's about it, Bucky. Yeah, it's very hot here and other places, so drink a lot of water, and we're just staying in today. We're not Bucky. Murphy and I went for a walk early, and we're just because Murphy got, I think, a little overheated yesterday, and he wasn't as usual, zipping around the house, and so we're just staying, kick the air conditioning up a little bit higher and just trying to stay cool, and because it's 90, it's supposed to get 98 today or something like that, and the heat index is like 115, which is ridiculous. It's even hot up north, which very rarely gets that. So just we're staying cool and just trying to drink a lot of fluids, and just wait, because I think Wednesday is supposed to drop like to 78 for a high. So we'll get there. Now next week, this Thursday, Bucky, the Lions and the Chargers play the first preseason game, the Hall of Fame game. Very excited for that. Football from now on. So next Monday will be have Lions related props and stuff like that. We'll go over the game and the next one coming up. So that'll be exciting. Can't wait for that. And that's about it, Bucky. So for Mike Senior Star Show, as always, it's Bucky. Say bye, Bucky. Bucky says bye. So take care, everybody. Like I said, stay hydrated and try to stay cool. Stay out of the heat. It's not worth it. All right, take care now. Bye.